Hi guys, wow, the lighting is bad. So a viewer of mine a while back asked me if I would do a sort of introduction to myself video. So, oh dear. So I realized I hadn't really talked about myself like on a more basic level. So I took one of those question tag things, and I don't have a lot of time to get through 25 questions, so I'm just gonna jump right into it and hope you enjoy. Let's go. So first question, what is your name? Easy. My name is Jazz, or Jasmine if you know me in real life, but I like to go by Jazz because it makes me happy. What is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? My favorite color is blue. Yeah. Blue. 3, what is your favorite music genre? Anything acoustic, I guess. Stuff like Dodie Clark and Tessa Violet and Rusty Clanton. I think the style of what I like, the style of the music I do in my videos is mostly parallel to my music taste. So, number 4, who is your favorite musician? Dodie Clark, as I mentioned. Yeah, so Dodie and Nathan Sharp, aka Nate Wants to Battle. He's more of a rock sort of end of the spectrum. So they're two pretty different artists with different styles, but I love them both, so you should check them out if you haven't. What is your favorite food? Ramen, probably. Ramen and udon, I think, are my most consistent favorites. Yeah, I just like soup. 6, what is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is coming up, and it's Halloween. It wasn't always Halloween, it used to be Christmas, but I've been getting into the spooky mood ever since I started watching like horror let's plays of horror video games. I mean, I might even try and watch a horror movie at some point, who knows, but we'll see. I was always kind of a wuss when it came to horror films. Question 7, what is your favorite sport? I just don't like sports. I mean, baseball is tolerable, I guess. I've been to a few games with my high school choir and with my family, but I don't really understand what's going on. I just kind of cheer when everyone else does. Number 8, what is something you wish you were talented at? I wish I could do art. I wish I could draw. I wish I could paint. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I always have wished that I could draw. I will see like beautiful fan art on the internet and just beautiful like art and drawings and paintings, and I wish I could do it. If you draw, you know, I commend you, I applaud you, because I cannot even draw a good circle, so. Oh, what is the best compliment you've ever received? Just people thinking I'm a cool person, I guess, because I don't think I'm a cool person. I'm generally very like uncomfortable and awkward around people. So like when people like think I'm worth hanging out with, like the friend I met at VidCon, we had known each other on the internet for a while, and I always really looked up to her, and like she was like someone I really admired as a friend and as a person. So when I first saw her and she was just as excited to meet me as I was to meet her, that was probably the best compliment I've ever received, just having that good opinion from her. But yeah, I'm seeing her again in January, so I can't wait to see her again. Question 10, what are your favorite things about yourself? I guess I like that I'm generally not like good to people, or I try to be. I think that is really important to like have that effort, like to be understanding and be kind towards other people. I've always tried to be that person who people can go to, who people can approach easily with, you know, whatever they need. So I guess that's a good thing about me. I don't know. What is an ideal first date for you? Well, seeing as I've never had a first date, I wouldn't really know, but something that's not overly romantic, but at the same time you can chill and have fun and get to know each other and that kind of stuff. So maybe someday it'll happen. What is something you look for in a partner? Just someone who's like kind and who I can trust and who cares about other people. Just someone I'm comfortable with. Like ideally I would be with a person who I had already known for a while and knew that I could trust, because when it comes to just getting a random person's number, it doesn't tend to end well for me. Yeah, just Someone who likes me for me and not for the things they think they can get from me. Do you believe in love at first sight? No. No, I think it's a silly idea. I don't think it's possible to fall in love with someone just after seeing them. Like, you can think they're attractive, but just like falling in love with them, I think to fall in love with someone, you have to really know them and understand them and, like, you know their heart and their values and their dreams and stuff. And I mean, obviously I don't know what falling in love feels like, but I've always felt like love was a special thing, and to devalue it by saying you can fall in love with just anyone off the street is just kind of like, it's just a silly idea, I think. Who was your role model? Probably pretty much just everyone I watch on YouTube. Thomas Sanders, I think, is probably the biggest one. He's basically the embodiment of the person that I hope that I am. He's very special to me, and you know, if I can impact people like him, or even if I just kind of emulate the traits or some of the traits that he has, then that's the kind of person that I would like to be, I think. What is the last book you read? I read a few pages of The Silver Eyes, which is a Five Nights at Freddy's book, but I already kind of knew like the mysteries behind it because I watched Game Theory, but yeah, it wasn't really fun to read, so I just kind of stopped. Before that, I think it was a book called Love and Gelato. It's about this like girl who goes to live with her mom's friend in Italy, and she falls in love or something. It's a good book. I can't really describe, but it's a good book. So, favorite subject in school? Is choir a subject? Music. Just any sort of music class was like, that's where like I was at my best. Do you have a best friend? And if so, then who? I do have a best friend. Her name is Sasha, and we hang out like every week. We met the summer after 8th grade when we took a class trip to the East Coast, and a friend of mine who I had been sitting next to on the bus decided to go onto the other bus to hang out with her other friends. So Sasha and her friend Michelle took me in, I guess, and we have been good friends ever since. She has a makeup page if you want to check her out, shameless plug. So yeah, I love her. Love you. What app do you use the most? My notes app, probably. Or actually Spotify, because I listen to it like whenever I'm driving like to school or from school or to a friend's house or anything. Also my notes app, actually, because I write everything down. So yeah. Okay, so I had to get up and go somewhere else for a bit. So where were we? What countries have you visited? We went to a cruise in Europe like a long time ago, so I'll have to remember all the countries we went to. Okay, so there was Mexico, Canada, Ireland, France, Italy, I think Spain, Switzerland, maybe Germany at one point. I think we're just like in the airport. I'll have to like look at a map to see if there's anything on the cruise that I missed. We were just like in every country for like 2 days, so it was fun though. I'd like to go again. What country would you like to visit? I'd like to visit England. I've always liked to visit England. I think probably England and Japan are my next on the bucket list. So yeah, I've always heard that those countries are beautiful, so I hope I can go there someday. What's the best memory you have? Probably VidCon. Yeah, it was just, the whole weekend was so inspiring, and again I got to meet my friend who is wonderful. I just remember like pure joy just coursing through my entire being the entire weekend. It was wonderful, and like on the last night I was at like the closing concert and I just was crying at some point. Like, it was so beautiful. Yeah, there was a lot of like inspiring moments there, and I'm going again next year, this time with Sasha. I can't wait for more moments and more, God, just another wonderful experience. How many relationships have you been in? None. 0. And it'll probably stay that way for a while because I'm not really interested in a relationship right now, so I don't know. I don't really have a love life. It's okay. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? I would tell myself to be okay with dreams and aspirations changing, and I would tell myself to make more friends and to just enjoy life how it is and make the most of it and believe in yourself, because I think she probably needed to hear that at some point. So that's it. That's the tag thing. Thank you to you if you watched through the whole thing, because I'm just kind of bumbling my way through. I'm still getting used to talking in front of a camera like this, but I am running out of time. I can only do this thing for 15 minutes. Thank you so much. If there's anything else you want to know, just comment and I will answer you. And I'll see you next week with another cover. So until then, have a nice day, have a nice week, and I'll see you soon. Bye!